The Blue Line Voice. Blood, sand, and smoke.
That it took on you?
No, because we were in the middle of transition coming from Turner River to the city. But the city department was 300 or 400, and they had an EAP and some other things. But I just said, you know what? I've had not good luck with EAPs, not for me, but for others. When others were on incidents, and I called down even when I'm off, when I'm not there anymore. Get EAP, get somebody help, get some intervention. I'm telling you, this is going to be a bad one. Just listen to me. They had, we've had guys that have high blood pressure. We had guys that had heart valves. We had guys that had lung cancer. They find a place. Do I need to stop? Can you
No,
hear
you're
her?
good. You're good.
Okay.
That's
So
your alarm system.
yeah. Somebody's probably out front. I said, they find a place. They ship you to fire marshal's office, deliver paperwork, whatever. But they decided, because Dr. Rand said you're done, they could have found a place for me, and they didn't.
You had to go into you were in recovery, right? In a sense.
Yes.
And take us through that a little bit.
I bought the meds. That's one of the things. I bought the meds. I didn't want meds. And at some point, Dr. Ann said to me, we could do this the easy way or the hard way. She said, I'm going to tell you, I'll start you on low doses to try to help with this. And I said, all right. And it's unbelievable the amount of roots that come out of a mental health illness. What do I mean by that? I was bitten by a dog when I was 5 years old, pulled off a bike, ended up, taking some stitches. My entire life, I was afraid of dogs. Absolutely afraid of them. I mean, like jumping up on top of tables so a dog wouldn't, even lick me. Well, after the meds, and by the interruption, my dogs are really important to me. And the dogs actually do as much for me as the medicine. That's one thing. The other one is I was pissed. That's really the bottom line. I worked for that city, whether it was Turner River or whatever, almost 40 years. Never abused sick time. Chief Reed, I used to do a lot of stuff on my off time. And the chief would say, put a slip in for it. I go, okay. And I never would. Because I would go do some training, or I'd go to training, and we used to have 15 days. We used to be allowed to go 15 days outside training. He goes, listen, nobody's using those days. You want an extra 10, extra 5, do whatever you want to do with them, But I was pissed. There's a black side to this that I don't want to say because I think it'll hurt some people. But there was a force to get me off the job. And, just some of our talk, I'm a pretty bold, push forward, get out of my way kind of guy. And they saw an opening and they walked through it. They tried to retire me without me sending a retirement letter. And there was a chief at that time, super involved in the union, said this has never happened and it's never going to happen. Period. They were processing my paperwork without my okay.